Yes, blessed. It's the Blessed Express this morning. We're raining outside, covered in rain. Everything you look at is covered in rain. So let's get some shine. Boom, baby, boom. Right. And rain. Because sometimes you need to filter off some of the things that all of us carry inside. Sometimes it's the natural water that abides. I mean, it's coming everywhere. We're literally leaking water. We're in a jungle, and I got summer on the inside. So I got sunshine on a cloudy day. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Almost May, and we're almost done being rainy, but sometimes you need that. And this morning, we're going to talk about it as Saints Addiction, having summer on the inside. Mm, 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 I got this house beat. It's called Summer on the Inside. I got summer on the inside. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I got a smile when other people are frowning. And we got to talk about these choices to how to improve our lives so that we're not always just crying and raining. We got to make our lives what we want them and wish it to be. Let me see. It's so dark out here right now. Let me see. Let me lighten my. There's my screen. Hello. Good morning. Monday, March 4th. Everybody out there in the world. Monday motivation, baby. Saints addiction, baby. Saints addiction. Gotta get the beard out the way. My beard's so big when I put on my shirt today, it was like tucked inside. And I was like, what the fuck? Get off here. So, anyway, everything's wet here. I'm grabbing a frisbee. Lost the frisbee. Got another one. Came back. Hit another one. Came back. Improved my life. Came back. Let me improve my wife. And that's what it's all about when we are looking for direction inside of ourselves, when we feel like it's raining, and the ability to switch the rain and find the shine. It's one of the hardest things to do in our minds. It's so easy for us to choose fear. Fear feels normal. It's like a warning, if you will. You know, it's like it's warning us of bad behavior. It's warning us of possible pain. It's warning us of illusions, delusions, things that we want to believe. This message is brought to you by Medtainer. It is a grinder in one grinder container, and now safe because it's smell proof. So shout out to Medtainer. If you guys want one of these, it's only like less than 15 bucks. Alright. Get my grinder on. Grinding. I know a lot of men that would be happy to be grinding. I'm just happy to be alive and have the ability to switch my mind and find some sort of healing inside me when most of us are out here in the life, right? And we're out here, we out chip, and we're out here in the world and we're trying to find a squirrel. Let's see, it's like the wall behind me. Okay, fuck it. I'm doing it. And I guess I could do it right here with the rain right outside the window, and you guys can just watch the rain. Maybe we'll do that instead. Maybe we'll let you watch the rain and I'll talk about it. Talk about the rain that's inside of our minds, where we choose these sorrows and heartaches and they become the first page news in our minds, and there's nothing else we can do about it. Where we become so powerless to our emotions. They say, you know, control your overthinking. Harder to do than to actually practice. Shout out to Futurola, Mike Tyson, Tyson Papers. I'm out of these. Oh, there's another pair. I was going to say, these aren't it. That ain't it. These be it. Okay. Run out of papers. Running on empty, run around, running around. I can feel the endorphins dance in my head. It makes me sing. It makes me whistle. You know, it helps getting laid. It helps making love. It helps being in love. And it helps concentrating on positive things. It helps, you know, not spinning myself up with stress or misunderstandings. You know, I could easily live in that no one likes me world and no one understands me and everything's going against me and why don't people love me and why don't they understand me, and where's my shirt at? Unless we don't have a shirt to wear. And that's where we live, inside our minds, this total torture chamber. Welcome to the panic room, where all your fears and darkness come to see you through. Welcome to the panic room. Okay, anyway, there's a panic room song, but house song, but is that not what we do? We live in a panic mode where every time we get up inside, we got a little bit of rain instead of sunshine, that we tell ourselves that damn, I'm overweight, instead of, wow, I love my beard, or something positive towards ourselves. We'll walk past and go, man, you're looking fat again. We'll play the same track in our head, this mean track. It's not a happy track, you know? It's not like a fun little beat, you know what I mean? It's more of a dark, brooding beat, and all of a sudden, that's the only beat that's in our minds, and we can't think of anything else but what's gone wrong in our lives, and we don't even remember one shiny day. We've never had a shiny day in our lives. We never had anybody hug us. We never had a wife. We never had love. We never had sunshine. We never had fun. We've never had good days. We've never had laughter. We've never had barbecue. We never had all the peace of sitting next to an ocean, or deep conversations, or all these things that aren't the pain that we live in. You know, all the things that we forget when we're living in pain. All we feel is what our brains want to feel. It's almost like front loaded, where we literally, our brains are so, I don't want to say corrupted, but, you know, our brains are so hardwired to look at these things, right? We want to see, I guess we front load, right, in frontal cortex, we front load the drama. It's almost like the news. If you could make the spelling bee, the fifth grade spelling bee winner, the front page, I would think that you have an open mindset and an ability to project positivity into your life, literally inject it into your mind and soul and body, and talk about things of positivity and stuff of legend, or doomsday, or manipulation, or only seeing the dark side of things. And we all do that. We'll all be like, oh man, I ain't got no gas money, instead of, ooh, here comes an opportunity to earn some. We'll talk about, quickly, our brains will register what we don't have, right? I think I know I'm not the only one. And start off the list, start off the anxiety, wake up in the morning, go, I don't have this, I don't have this, I got to get this done, I got to get this done. And all of a sudden, cortisol levels shoot up. We don't even go outside. We throw a phone on our eyes. All that blue light just pushed onto our face. And then we wondering so why we're so out of pocket, why we're not in place, why we're not so centered anymore. And that's why it's so hard, because it's like, sure, the water's everywhere and there's no sunshine and it's dripping and all this other things, but I feel like it's rinsing. My brain instantly chooses another way to look at things. And sure, it helps that I'm in love, and I'm fixing my love life, and I'm fixing, I'm in paradise, and I'm living amongst the trees, and I'm in the rainforest, and there's no breeze, and it's just nice, you know. I mean, everybody's gonna be like, sure, you feel that way, but I had to feel that way when I was in the cubicle too. I had to sit back in the chair, and I can do this in jail if you want me to prove it to you, but you know, you got to start talking to yourself. Okay, what do I got? You know, assess yourself. You know, I started assessing that I had my health, right? Not that anything else that they can take away from me. They can't take away, they can take away my body, but they can't take away my mind. They can take away my freedom, but they can't take away my spirit. They can take away my sports time, but they can't take away my mind time. And there were so many things that I started to look inside myself, especially inside prison, especially when you're captured and you're stuck, right? Normally you would run by now, right? If you had the ability, you would have ran outside, grab a beer, going downstairs, hang out with your friend, play a video game, turn on the console. So many things that we can run to that we can't run to when we're in jail and prison. So now you're in here. Now you have this level playing field, or maybe not so level for most people. Now you have this playing field that you're trying to make level. Now you're trying to find stuff that's normally not there, right? So now you got to do the mental push-ups. You might be doing the push-ups and sit-ups in your cell, but are you doing the mental push-ups inside of your mind? This is where you start to grow. This is where it happens when you're literally got Saints addiction, showing off the shirt, literally got Saints addiction, and you on a mission to turn a negative into a positive. You're just so for certain that your life has always been so negative, always so rainy, always so dreary, always want, right? We live in that world. And then we forget to tell ourselves the other part of the world, the spelling bee winners, the fresh, the way it feels kissing in the rain, the freshness smell that you get when it's done raining, the healthiness of the trees and how vibrant they look, the fact that we can keep taking showers because we were running out of water. You know, okay, you feel me? You feel me? Everybody feels me. This is part of the world that we live in. So anyway, yeah, bro. Let me, almost done, baby, almost done. There we go. There we go. Yeah, buddy, yeah, there we go. All right, joints rolled. And so is my mind. That I can go inside my head, and let me practice this with you so you don't know it's just talk and hyperbole here. I need this lighter, but bless up in your mind. May it light up the darkness. May it find those creases that tend to plague us, and may it open it worldwide and spread some shine and put some fresh water upon it, so that way we can all grow. You know what? Let me turn this way. Do the morning the morning mo, the morning motivation, yo, the morning mo. So yeah, when your brain is teaching you that there's nothing but rain and there's nothing that you can see of positivity, this is the training that I speak of. This is that, okay, I got to do the mental work. I got to do the mental load to make sure I don't explode in my own head, right? To make sure that I don't dread every experience and drag older experiences in there with me and cloud my judgment and only see the rain. I can't see the forest through the trees sometimes, and then it destroys my mentality. It destroys my spirit. And just like anytime I call it a rainy day, you got to have sunshine on a rainy day. You got to count your blessings instead of your stressings. It's so easy for our brain to feel what's wrong. We're wired that way. We're wired to see what doesn't match, which one of these doesn't match. And you're like, I don't know, my mood, that ain't matching. Yeah. And we got to take bold action. And simple put, we got to take bold action. It's not going to happen for us. We got to make it happen. And it's make it happen, Captain, over here. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. And it means my mental stability, then I'm going to have to see the forest through the trees. I'm going to have to adjust myself. Let's get some morning motivation. Let's do the mood adjustment real quick. So your girlfriend left you. Looks like the gym's available. So you're fat. Looks like the gym's available. So you're unhappy. Looks like the gym's available. There's so many things, you know, the excuses that we give. Let me clear this up. Let's see, does that make it better? No. So many things that we got to clear up. Try not. There we go. Miscommunication with our own brain. Telling ourselves lies, living in fear. Instead of communicating, we'll play on our phones. Instead of calling, we'll FaceTime. Instead of meeting up, we'll Zoom call. And the essence of these things, these interactions that we all get, you know, the endorphins or the feelings or the oxytocin that we're all looking for. We talked about it in the morning where everybody gets up in the morning and looks for oxytocin. They call their neighbor. They call their best friend. They call their baba. They make sure everyone in their circle of influence is alive and well. They track it. The NSA, make sure people aren't talking about bombs and terrorism and shit like that, right? And killing. But when you listen to the conversation, it's all just gossip. How I feel. How do I feel now after this happened? What is happening with me? What are my plans? Like our conversations are all the fucking same in Israeli, in Chinese, and in English. They're tracking these conversations, and all we're talking about is ourselves, right? We're talking about our emotions. Where it's front loaded. Again, it's on the front page news. Man, I can't believe I got a flat tire. Maybe you needed to slow down. Hello. I mean, isn't there always a little bit of a whisper before you're into an accident? Like, isn't there always something that says put on your seatbelt? If there's something natural about rinsing your body off, rinsing your soul off, and letting the whole world get a rinse, isn't it part of the human experience that we're so lucky to be blessed with sorrow? People are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about, Saint?" And he's like, "Bro, how are you gonna know which out of depression if you've never been depressed? How are you gonna know when you're free?" And that's why I sit here today. I sit here mentally free. People are shocked by me, and I'm like, "Look, dude, I'm juicing my system. I know that if I drink, my love, I see you, baby. I love you. Good morning." And that's all of us in our heads predicting the weather, you know. Or can you predict the weather? Can you seed your own clouds? Can you seed positivity in the clouds and make it rain? Can you make it rain like all spring? You know, are you allowed to change your mood? Are you giving yourself permission to feel differently? This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is this higher level shit where I'm not a Buddhist monk, but I can choose my mood. And I'm no evangelical motherfucker, but I am spiritual. I do look at my heart rate. I am physical. I am intelligent. I do study about mental health conditions and don't believe what you think. Don't believe what you always think. And that's a really good book. It's free. It's 2-hour audiobook. You can go on YouTube and listen to it. It's amazing. The guy's voice is annoying, but the content is real. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the content, the inside of us. To say your content of character means what does your character dictate to the day? Are you the type of character to complain? Oh, it's raining again. Then never live in London. How are you ever going to be happy if it's always raining? How can you find happy if the sun isn't shining? And that's the question of the day. I mean, it's fucking pouring right now, but I feel great inside. I got love in my life. I made love to her last night. We're back in love. We're going to get married. We're going to have children. We rekindled our lives, and it doesn't matter what goes on the outside. It's what I do on the inside. You know, it's this balance. It's this nice little balance between my spirituality. I don't know if you can see him in the... No, that's trying to... I can't see it. Okay, there it is. I don't know if you can see it, but he's got a joint in one hand and a cross in the other. He's balancing his spirituality with his smoking. And that's all of us, our evils and our goods, and keeping that balance, because it's not always going to be rainy and it's not always going to be shiny. We have to look for it on the inside. That's why happiness is such an inside job, because you're going to orientate yourself as soon as you wake up. Do you wake up grateful? Do you thank the roof over your head? Do you think that you wake up again? I'm like, yes, I'm back in the game. You know what I mean? Or is it, oh shit, another day? This is your programming. This is you programming yourself and literally choosing a video game that you want to play in your life. You're like, ooh, do I want to play GTA or do I want to play Grand Theft Auto? That's what GTA, Grand Theft Auto or Modern Warfare 3. You're plugging yourself on how you want to feel. Same like putting in a movie. Oh, I want to feel drama. Oh, I want to feel comedy. And we program ourselves. Oh, I don't feel well, so let me hop on that Netflix. It's not going to help. Entertainment's such a number. It's like watching a football game. You're not actually playing football. You're not getting the endorphins. You're not getting the camaraderie with your teammates. You're not getting the exercise. You're watching someone else live. And that's what I don't want people to do. I want them to live. I want them to choose their life. Even on a rainy day, I want them to choose shine. And that's a hard thing to do. Because everyone else is living in a rainy world. Everyone else is looking at the news and feeling like blues. They're manipulating the situations to be in a negative, and they don't know that they can switch it to a positive. And this is Saint's addiction. that by helping ourselves with exercise, by helping ourselves with sobriety, by helping ourselves with some self-discipline, all of a sudden we're the guides. All of a sudden we're the compass, we're the choosers. We get to choose our moods, we get to choose the orientation of our compass, we get to choose, make a choice on how we feel. And most of us are prisoners to how we feel. We're like, well, it's rainy, then I'm rainy. And it's sunshine, then I'm sunshine. Well, what if I want to be sunshine when it's raining, like it is right now? You know, good morning, my love. I see you, baby. Let me read this message. I had the most restful sleep. Hope you have slept well. Oh man, that's sunshine right there. While it's raining. Good morning, my love. That I have someone that loves me. And that's some of the first things that I do when I'm stressed out. And part of my mantras is this too shall pass. Everything's going to be okay. And I am loved. And it's important to let you know that you're loved. You find that love in your life. You find that person that loves you, or people that love you, or friends that love you, or situations that love you, and highlight those. Go water those weeds. Go be a part of that dream. You know what I mean? You got to add some water. I mean, like anything else you want to grow, it's sunlight, love, and water, right? Like in space and air, you know? So you need space to breathe. You're going to need time to sit with yourself and your thoughts. You need to assess your feelings, you know, and say, are these things really real? And if they aren't that real, let's choose a real feeling. Let's choose something that we want really in our lives. Let's reach inside of it and say, you know what, I want love in my life. I want health in my life. I want abundance in my life. I want, instead of looking and waking up and what do I lack, and oh, my car's not working. And I told my girl that. I said, you know, first thing I do is like, hey, I'm on the island. I'm not in a cubicle. I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. to an alarm clock, getting all angry, haven't eaten, out of my sleep rhythm, hopping in a car that probably ain't working, ain't got registration on my, got rested, going to a job that I don't like, and not eating properly. All of the things, bro. All of the things that we do, I start living that way in my head, and I had to have conversations with myself. I had to say, you know, this is only temporary. Or live in my dream then. Close my eyes when all I see was desert skies. I would close my eyes and start thinking of the island and water and trees. You know what I mean? I start envisioning things. This is why the secret is so important, is that art of manifestation is inside of us, but we don't practice it very often. We don't practice positive outcomes. We're constantly counting our stressings, and we're just going like, oh, the bills are high, I'm not making enough money, the car doesn't work, instead of I got a whip, I'm outside of my house and I'm leaving my box. Possible positivity spin? Is there any way you can possibly make a spin towards the positive? Is there any way you can frame this in your mind and start training your mind and start doing the mental push-ups of positivity? I like that. Mental push-ups of positivity. Yeah, mental push-ups of positivity. We got to do those mental push-ups of positivity, girls and boys. That's what we got to do. We got to wake up in the morning and practice 3 things of gratitude. You know, got a roof over my head. I woke up another day. I'm happy inside. You know, I'm alive. I'm healthy. I look down at my body. I'm like, I can't believe this is my bod. You know, you just see it obliques, and I'm not fat anymore. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Look at this. Look at it. No more love handles, bro. No more love handles. What you know about the obliques, son? What you know about the obliques, son? What you know about ripples, son? What you know about happiness, son? You don't know me, son. You don't know this brain that sets itself out on dreams and makes them a reality. You don't know about my heart when I ain't got no money and I'm still going. You don't know about my soul when I fight for this life. And even though the trouble and strife was all around me, I still looked for the light. I still was in my cell going from darkness into freedom. I'm still battling for the people that are below me, and they still got rocks in their backpack. I'm still taking rocks out of my backpack and I'm belaying down. I'm throwing ropes down. I'm trying to help motherfuckers out and like climb this mountain with me. And take an easier path. Take it easy on yourself. Take some rocks out of your backpack. Start counting your blessings. Start drop the weight out, bro. You know, the moment that you let go of it is the moment that you can rise up to it and enjoy it. And that's like everything in our lives. Like, we got to let go of some things, man. We got to let go of these negative thoughts. We got to let go of these negative outcomes. We got to start programming our positivity. and get into our lives, even when the days are rainy, and finding things to be happy about. Think happy thoughts. Find those things, those happy memories, instead of going and ruminating over what went wrong, what went right. Did you appreciate the experience? Did you live your life? I mean, but did you die? I mean, come on, man. That's all of us. All of us are risking it for the biscuit. Maybe you didn't take first place, but you were in the race. And maybe you didn't get the love of your life, but you practiced love. And maybe your brain is telling you negative things because it's raining. But guess what, bro? You can choose summer on the inside, no matter what. No matter what. I got summer on the inside. And it doesn't matter what the rain does. It doesn't matter what environment I'm in. It doesn't matter what the climate looks like. I get to choose. So many people sit there, oh, the current climate. I heard people making money during recessions. Oh, my health. There are people with cancer, bro. Man, I got problems, you got problems. Go to a children's hospital, they got problems. You know what I mean? And when that guy told it to me, the perspective, to gain that vantage point inside your brain and go, wait a minute, things have been worse. And wait a minute, this is another day to be alive. And wait a minute, I'm grateful to be alive. Do we do any of that? Do we give any creed and credence to having a life, and the fact that you were even born, and that your dad even found your mom and convinced her to spread her legs and to make that love that day, and to knock one out the park and knock her up and do cream pie, and now you're alive? Come on, bro. Thanks, mom and dad. Thanks, mom and dad, for having sex that one day and getting along long enough to make some love. And everybody was made out of love. Everybody was made out of love. And it was for the act of love you wouldn't be made. So it's time that we live in love. It's time that we live in light. It's time that we live in life. And most people don't want to do that, dude. They want to they want to live their lives like they're on the news. They want to live their lives with blues. They want to live life in complaints, and they want to live life in negativity, and they want to live with the rain. And I'm saying, this is growth, bro. This is how we grow. This is the water that you needed, right? You needed the water to take a shower. You needed the water to quench your thirst. You needed the water to grow. And that's all we're doing. We're all growing. So call it growing pains. Stop calling it just pains. Stop calling it negativity. Call it learning. Stop calling it bad vibes. Go get your good vibes. Go get inside and find summer on the inside. Get a hobby. Get some friends. Go outside. Get an outlet. Make sure that you exercise. Make sure that you stay on your diet. Make sure that you have a circle of friends. Make sure that you do your gratitude journal in the morning and night. Make sure that you're brushing your teeth with your left and telling yourself that you love you, and giving yourself 10 compliments, right? Make sure that you're taking showers, brushing your teeth, and keeping up on your hygiene. Make sure that you're telling people that you love them, reaching back and apologizing to them, releasing old energy, and clearing up things. Is that not what the rain does? Is that not what the rain does? Does it not rinse the world? Does it not bless it with the water that we need to grow? Is that not your job, is to grow? And every day is another opportunity to do so. So let's start looking at it in the light, man. Let's start looking at it as things being all right, just the way that they are. Stop trying to make things worse than they are. Stop trying to make yourself fearful and anxious and upset. Start giving yourself the calm inside. Start being calm in the rain, right? Steady yourself. And this is where I'm coming from with this. This is where Saints Addiction came from, this balance in myself, where I was like, if I could put that much energy in my addictions, imagine if I started putting that energy with my passions. And that's exactly what this is. It's just passion. It's all my heart from the start. Your boy Marky Saint, Saints Addiction, baby. I'm addicted to this blessed life. I'm addicted to chasing something positive instead of what the fucking negative I came from. I'm addicted to flipping my life from this complete disaster and utter despair and depression and suicide and just fucked upness, and I started looking for the light. I started going towards the light. And that's what saints do. We light up the world. So if you got anything out of this message, go to Saints Addiction. go ahead, give it a follow on Instagram, right? Go over to Saints Brand, Saints Light Up the World. Go over to Saints Giving, do something better for somebody today. Do something nice for someone today, as my great Aunt Marlene would say. And that's what we do. We give our energy to these things, and they do better by us instead of doing negative towards us. And that's your morning motivation. If you got anything out of this, like, share, and subscribe below. And as always, peace and love. Love, 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 love. And I love my life. And I love my life. I love my wife. I love love, and I choose love. I choose light. I choose shine. And even on a cloudy day, I got sunshine. Morning motivation, y'all. Go be blessed, not stressed. Go out there into the world. Light it up. Light it up. Let them know you're alive. And let them know that you love your life. I got it. Peace. I'll see you on the other side.